Hi everybody, how's it going? Today is August 3rd. Can you believe it's already August? It's a Thursday. You know what that means. It is time for Monster Strike news. Let's get going with the latest news in the world of Monster Strike and see what's coming up in the future. We've got a new Bakuzetsu Colossal quest coming. It will feature Tougenkyou here. He will be your next opponent, which will debut next week at 7 p.m. August 11th. If you so choose to stay up to play that. Do note that this is a Bakuzetsu quest, so that does mean we're going to get a new Treasure 9 available, which means you're going to try to find that weak point. If you get it, you will get all of the items on the left, as well as the Good Job sticker featuring Tougenkyou there. And of course, that means that the Treasure 9 that is active right now with Paraiso will be ending her last appearance with Treasure 9 will be on August 6th. Don't forget, the quest is still going to be there. It's just you won't be able to take advantage of the Treasure 9 anymore. And here's a surprise. We are getting a new area for... it's just going to be around for a limited time, about 2 weeks. But it is going to be a new event area called... we're going to call it the Wild Beasts Laboratory. And what we're going to do is going to be capturing monsters with cubes. Capturing with cubes, okay? Don't mix it up for any other spherical-like objects. We will be able to play with this for 2 weeks. Let's take a look at what is involved here. So, as you can see that the bottom right of the screen will be changed to your capture cubes, and that's how you will be capturing the monsters. You'll see that you have a list of monsters that you need to collect on the top right. Once you collect certain monsters, you will get specific rewards given the monsters you've collected. I've looked at the official website, and they do seem like there are some rare characters that will not always appear on every stage, and depending on the day you're playing it, certain rare monsters will have a higher chance of appearing. So you are going to have to pick and choose which monsters you want to capture, and of course you want to catch them all to get all of the rewards. How do you capture monsters, you ask? Well, like I said, you hit that button on the bottom right to activate capture mode. It is a capture shot specifically, and the first monster that you end up hitting will be the target for capture. Now, do you note that capture is not guaranteed? There is a chance that it could fail. You can see on the top blue area, if you capture it, they'll be contained within the cube and you've got them. And if you fail, it'll basically disperse and break up. And you will be sad that you wasted a capture cube. Now, you can see that the capture rate is percentage based, and that will be dependent on your monster, the attacking monster, right? The active monster that you are slinging right now. Its attack stat will be proportional to the percentage chance of getting a monster. So presumably, if you have a higher attack stat, you can see that there's sword panels on the stage there. More panels you pick up, the higher your attack stat, the higher chance you'll get to capture a monster. So you can increase your chance of capturing by going over more of those sword panels, right? So that's probably going to be the main gimmick for the 3 stages that will be available. I guess I spoiled the next slide. There are 3 slides available. 3 stages available that you can play around with. Do note that they will be released on a staggered schedule. You will be able to play the blue stage at the very beginning, and once it is the 8th of August, you'll be able to play the fire stage, and then on the 12th, we'll be able to play the light stage. So you can't do everything at once, but you'll be able to get through them eventually. Now, it is important to note that the monsters you capture will not be received in your box. You will not actually get those monsters by capturing them in your cube. However, you do have the ability to get the bosses as rewards for clearing the stage. So let's take a look at that next. You can see that each stage will have their own set of rewards, and then the top row shows you the rewards for getting individual captures of monsters, right? So the first time you get a specific monster captured in your cube, you'll get one of the rewards you see on the top row. And it does depend on which monster you collect on which reward. The more rare monsters will get you the better items in the end. And if you are able to collect all of the monsters in that particular stage, then you will be able to get 99 copies of the boss. That's right. So all you would need to do is collect each monster once to be able to get the boss to max luck. And remember, let me reiterate it again, you will not get the monster that you capture in your box. So don't try to clear the stage 99 times to capture the boss with your cube. It will not net you any copy. Maybe it'll get you the 3 copies because you do have to capture the boss as part of your, collectibles. But you only get the reward ones. You only get the 99 copies once you get all of the monsters in that stage. So that is the new area. I will definitely do a rundown video. I'll try to do it as quick as possible as soon as the stage starts so that you don't miss out. But of course, I will be gathering information from other stages. So we'll see if we can do it immediately, but I'll try my best to make sure that it is out there for you. We did get the announcement of a new Gekijushin Sai Guardians exclusive monster. It is about time to get a new one. We have Satori here, and Satori will be live August 4th, which is gonna be tomorrow. So we don't have much time. Hopefully, you've packed some of those orbs. Remember, we do have 100 that you must spend by the end of this month. I will warn you that there could be something that we have to play around with by the end of the month. We still don't know what was in the silhouettes from the 10-year anniversary events, so be careful. But if Satori here is something that you want, then, well, let's take a look at her form. We have her first form here, the Dakaisha, which is, I believe, breakthrough opening, somebody who's, I guess, paving the way to change things. Her first form here, we got Pierce Demi-Hume power type. We got the ability Super Anti-Damage Wall, Super Minesweeper, long speed mode, right? Normally it would be until your first turn you get that speed up. It'll last a little bit longer. Wall Boost M as well on the main. On the gauge you get Anti-Transport Wall and Wall Strike Shot Turn Reducer. For the Strike Shot, it is the Kabedon, which means every time you hit the wall, power up for her. And you also have the Super Wall Bound Bullet along with the Rampage Wall Bomb. Somebody did note that in the Discord channel that almost all her abilities have something to do with walls. So that's pretty interesting to see. We'll see where she can shine in the world of Monster Strike and the current meta. Now we have the second form, which I actually forgot to figure out what that actually is pronounced as, but I'm sure it has something to do with ascendance and has the kind of like Buddha themology with it, so I'm sure it's like going beyond the current life kind of thing. Bounce Demi-Hume Blast type is her form for the second one. Always, you should expect a blast type, right? Super Anti-Gravity Barrier, Dark Element Killer, Poison Killer, Deity Fiend Killer. That's a quad killer on the main. On the gauge, you have Anti-Magic Circle and Anti-Transport Wall. Strike Shot, you've got Grand Command, which means all your friendly move without having to touch them. Always great to see that. And all hit enemies have their weak point effectiveness increased, so you can deal out even more damage on top of all the killers she already has. Bump combo, you have the 3-way follow Pierce Bullet, which I always love to see, but you also have the 6-way Bomber, as if the 4-way Bomber wasn't strong enough. I believe they said that horizontally and then the cross directions, you would see the 6 planes going that way and they'll just drop bombs along the way there. So this is going to be very powerful. I believe they were saying that this would be great for C9, Castle 9, so for those of you who are struggling with that stage, there you go, you've got another monster to chase after to help you out with that. And as is the case with new exclusive monsters on either the Legends or the Guardians Cho or Gekijushin Sai, you will have 3 opportunities to pick up alternate Strike Shot voices for this monster. Remember, you do not need to have the monster to pick this up, you just need to make sure that you do it within the next 3 sessions starting the 10th of August, in which you can trade it for just 5 luck. So might as well pick it up if you like to hear alternate voices. And to wrap up for the day, we got a announcement for the Transcension Kai. We've got Oscar getting the nod this week, and she is a Bounce Paladin super powered type. We got anti-damage wall, super anti-wind, anti-block, and wall boost. Those last two are on the gauge. Connect skill, you've got super anti-gravity barrier and gravity barrier killer. Very important because I do think that's what defines Oscar's abilities. However, be careful that the connect skill is the nasty one. You see the and in red. You do need to have 2 non-paladin class monsters as well as 2 non-power types. Now, I don't know if paladin is too difficult to avoid getting more than 2 of, but just keep that in mind that this is a little bit of a pain in the butt to get. But it is important because her strike shot involves the fact that you will power up on each gravity barrier you touch, and if you don't have super gravity barrier activated, you are not going to be doing much damage with her. So this connect skill is a must-have for her to work out pretty well. She does have a nice bump combo with the energy pod, a nice newer bump combo, and you also have the all enemy super light. And we get a Transcension for Osaka. And do note that we now only have 5 monsters that are not exclusives. There are 3, I think, exclusive monsters that are still waiting for Transcensions. But for the general pool, we are down to 5 monsters that do not have a Transcension after we've given Osaka this one. Here is his stats. We've got a Demon Mancer Speed Pierce type monster. He has anti-gravity barrier, anti-damage wall, super minesweeper M, and demi-hume samurai killer L. All of that's on the main, so that does mean the killer L will join the bomb combos, which let's skip to that right now. We've got all enemy lock-on laser EL as well as attack speed up. Now for his strike shot, it is a speed and power up, and then after he's done moving, all your friendly units will be gathered in one location, which could be valuable, could be dangerous too. Be careful on what stage you do that and understand what happens there. Now, I don't usually put collab information, but they are going to do a collab with UFO in Japan. You know, it's a nice instant yakisoba dish. I love UFO. Actually, I kind of prefer Ippe-chan a little bit more than UFO, but if anybody wants to send me anything, I will gladly take free UFOs. They are really good. It has a nice thick, I think the noodles are thicker than the other ones, and it does say the sauce is more, deeper, stronger than usual. So always good in my book. But why I put this in is because if during August from the 6th to the 31st, while this campaign is active, if you complete 10 library stages, you will get a special good job sticker featuring this UFO, the UFO, food item. So I'm interested to see what the sound for the UFO good job sticker is going to be, but it's a free thing, so why not? Just costs 10 library tries. Next news will be next week on August 10th. Hopefully we'll get some new news about what is supposed to come with the 10-year anniversary. We still don't know what is the second silhouetted celebration for the 10-year anniversary. We know, again, gacha is coming, but what that second one is, I'm really curious. And really, is it going to cost orbs? Am I going to have to farm on my alt like crazy to make sure that I don't miss out on that? I don't know, but we'll see. As for lucky monsters, here is your next set. The Salasa there on the bottom right from the seas. Getting use of her right away, so hopefully you got her and is ready to help you out with your luck count. So that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions with the news, I am more than happy to answer them for you. Check it out there, and if you haven't done so already, check out my video for the 10-year anniversary video. It's always nice to see some free monsters, good monsters out of that, so let me know how your pulls went on there. And of course, if you have not done so already, do consider liking and subscribing to the channel. Monst on Twitter/X is also available, so if you want the latest news, all these slides are available there, and I push those first, as well as in the Discord channel, which you can also talk with other folks who love the game and speak English as well. That's it for me tonight. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye.